We knew the hunt would bring you here. Welcome to Corellia. I am Lord Ferrus, here to make a request on behalf of my master. Darth Decimus of the Dark Council has taken interest in your actions and desires your assistance in the battle for Corellia.
Bring me up to speed.
Our invasion of Corellia was executed to perfection, but the ensuing occupation has met difficulties. Darth Decimus believes you can help. If you're interested, seek out his servant, Darth Charnus. He will set you on the path of conquering Corellia.
Who is Darth Charnus?
The Imperial Authority on Incorporation Island. For now, he is the closest you'll get to Darth Decimus. Darth Charnus' ship, the Tears of Taris, is on Corellia now. A private shuttle outside the spaceport will take you there.
Coronet City, the jewel of Corellia, home to the finest trading and ship manufacturing in Republic space. Soon this will all belong to the Empire, and the rest of the galaxy will follow. Where are my manners? I am Darth Charnus, agent of the Dark Council. My master, Darth Decimus, requested your assistance. He claims only the galaxy's most notorious bounty hunter can help us take Corellia.
I'll show this planet how I earned my reputation.
We could have used your blasters during the initial assault. The invasion was magnificent, our occupation flawless. Imperial forces filled Corellia's high-speed rocket trams. We began to cover Coronet City. Then rebellion erupted. Unruly Corellians knocked out the rocket trams. Now our soldiers are stranded.
Airdrop your men, send in shuttles, anything to keep troops on the streets.
Alternate methods risk being shot down. Plus, they're unpredictable. I'm afraid our occupation's crippled without the high-speed rails. The guilty party is Corellian Engineering Corporation, the oldest ship manufacturer in Republic history. CEC exploited our one weakness. They turned our ion cannons on all outgoing trams, freezing our invasion, trapping us on the doorstep of the Empire's greatest battle.
Storm the company and shut them down. It's the only way we'll break their blockade.
I agree completely. Unfortunately, CEC shielded against conventional attacks. There's only one way in. The Hull Cracker, a compact bomb developed by Zerka Corellia's deviant scientists to punch holes through capital ships. It will get us inside CEC. Then we disable their ion cannons, resume rocket tram traffic, and conquer Corellia. Unfortunately, Zerkers joined the rebellion, and they refused to hand over their Hull Cracker.
If Zerka won't give their weapon up, I'll take it.
Show them your arsenal, and they may even wrap up the Hull Cracker with a bow. The Hull Cracker's under constant guard. Destroy Zerka's assault camps, and they'll abandon the weapon to reinforce their headquarters. Once you rout the camps, find our Commander Jastel in Zerka territory, then we'll liberate that Hull Cracker.
Friendly.
Let's get on with this bounty hunter. I've troops to deploy. Darth Tormund demands that I dispatch you to capture Chairman Harlan Fane of the Corellian Corporate Council.
What's Tormund's interest in a corporate fat cat?
Harlan Fane is the face of the Corporate Council. His presence at the treaty signing is vital to Darth Tormund's plans. Fane and the other representatives have locked themselves up in their council tower in defiance of Imperial rule. His exact location isn't known, but it is likely that he and the other senior representatives are holed up in the tower's upper executive offices.
Get me a shuttle and I'll take things from the top.
The anti-aircraft coverage over Incorporation Island would atomize you immediately. Ground assault is the only option. Resistance will be heavy, but the Council Tower has several structural weaknesses we can exploit. The only thing stopping you from accessing the tower through the main lobby is sheer manpower.
I hope you're not suggesting I take the stairs.
For now, you have another option. The executive suites have a private lift that will bypass most of the intervening levels. It'll require an access key used by senior staff. Also, unless you'd like to be trapped inside a lift shaft, you'll need to attack the tower's security center and disable their lift override controls.
If there's nothing else, General, I'd like to get started.
Once those objectives have been completed, you should have a straight shot to the upper levels. And remember, you're to deliver Chairman Fane alive and intact. Dismissed.
Zerka's camps are destroyed. How do we get the hull cracker?
I'll connect you to Darth Charnas at once.
My ship afforded a spectacular view of your work. Zerka's forces swarm like confused insects. They've regrouped to defend the hive, leaving the hull cracker storage facility vulnerable.
You got a plan?
Captain Jastel's team is in place, ready to grab the hull cracker. You'll lead a more direct attack.
Your target is Bral Tevar. He's Zerka Corellia's figurehead, the definition of corporate sleaze.
Bral Tevar has the hull cracker's detonation codes. Without them, the bomb's useless.
Break into his executive offices, get the detonation codes, then call me. My men will already have the hull cracker.
Tell your men to be ready for the final assault, Commander. I'll deal with Bral Tevar at once.
We'll have the hull cracker by the time you have those codes.
I assure you, gentlemen, Corellian Engineering Corp has nothing to fear. The C9X droid will serve you well.
Just keep your hull cracker out of Imperial hands. We hear they've already breached your walls.
A mild annoyance. Even if the Empire grabs our weapon, it's useless without the proper codes. Tell CEC's board I have the situation under control.
Call me a mild annoyance again. I dare you.
Don't kill me! I'll do anything. Whatever you want.
Hold strong, Bral. Better to die free than live under the Empire's fist.
Speak for yourself. Here, take the hull cracker's detonation codes. Just, please, don't hurt me.
You can have a long, healthy career serving the Empire. Just make sure Zerka follows your example.
Anything you say, I'll tell my employees about their new boss.
Commander, Bral Tevar surrendered. I've got the detonation codes.
Good work. Thanks to your earlier assault, my men secured the hull cracker and prepped it for the blast. We'll send an officer or two in to deal with Bral and make sure his new loyalty stays firm. In the meantime, Darth Charnas wants to speak with you aboard the Tears of Taris. He's ready to assault CEC.
Here are the detonation codes. Bral Tevar was eager to hand them over.
I'm sure he was. Thanks to you, the Zerka Corellia hull cracker is ours. These codes will awaken its power. Plus, due to your quick thinking with Bral Tevar, Zerka's learned to appreciate Imperial dominance.
The insurgents expect us to be violent, show benevolence, and they'll forget what they're fighting.
Compassion has no place in war. Remember that when you call on our friends at Corellian Engineering Corporation. With the hull cracker in our possession, we can finally shut down CEC and end their attacks on our rocket trams. But first we must deal with their army. Legions of battle droids defend the CEC fortress. Our explosives team can't get close enough to detonate the hull cracker.
CEC commands them somehow. Cut the droids off, and they lose control.
You're right. CEC uses signal towers to direct their army. It's their only weak point. Bringing down the signal towers will disrupt the droids. Our explosives team sneaks in, detonates the hull cracker, and blows the CEC doors wide open.
CEC is about to lose contact with their army.
Once you remove the signal towers, contact Commander Kraid in CEC territory. He'll prepare you for our final assault.
The CEC signal towers are down. The droids aren't getting coordinated orders.
Very good. With their security confused, we can take the hull cracker right to CEC's doorstep. Everything is in place, Darth Jarnus.
Finally. Once CEC falls, the rocket trams can spread our forces across Corellia. Then this planet will be ours. We must move quickly. Zerka's hull cracker is already in the field. Are you ready to shove it down CEC's throat?
Double my fee, or you can hit CEC yourself.
Always a mercenary, I see. Fine. I'll request emergency funds at once, payable on CEC's demise. Commander, have your explosives team prime the hull cracker. Once you're in, sack the border directors and disable the ion cannons. When the rocket trams are back online, we'll ramp up our invasion.
Those droids will be on our tails soon. Keep them off while we rig this hull cracker.
First you break into my company, then you barge in here without an appointment. My droids will throw you out piece by piece. Then Darth Jarnus will realize CEC can't be taken.
I've taken out a small army of CEC's finest. Why not a few more?
This is C9X, the perfect marriage of Zerka's lethality and CEC's inspired engineering. Even controls nearby droids with a custom signal emitter. Combat tests went through the roof. Costs a fortune, but that's the price of freedom.
You should have just bought a ticket off Corellia.
This marvel's an investment in CEC's future. Nothing's more important. Come on, C9X, show your stuff.
Business is war, gentlemen, and we've almost got the scum beat.
Master Mars, we have company.
You? That means C9X. You destroyed him? Impossible.
I've had way tougher jobs.
What are you waiting for, droids? Attack!
Benton, he has the C9X signal emitter. Maybe we should do what he says.
Corellian Engineering Corp stands for something. This is our chance to do the same. Go ahead, turn our droids on us. If you enslave CEC, it won't be with our help.
Droids, take them to Commander Kraid at the Imperial outpost. Play nice, and you'll never see me again.
You may have won this fight, but the Resistance won't fall so easily.
CEC ion cannons are offline. The rocket trams can run again. We must celebrate. Come to the tears of Taris at once. Outstanding job. The CEC surrender shook the rebellion. We'll mold their board into icons of Imperial loyalty. My master wishes to express his gratitude.
I am Darth Decimus, member of the Dark Council, architect of Corellia's invasion. I've been watching you, victor of the Great Hunt, champion of the Blacklist. How fortunate that your latest prey brought you here. Corellia is filled with wretched people, crude, scheming animals, begging to be conquered. We can help them by winning this battle. But I require your help.
I need money up front.
Charity is for the weak and the lazy. The Empire is neither. You'll be well rewarded. Follow me and you'll swim in the spoils of war. But first, we destroy the rebellion. We must decorate Corellia with their dead. Take a rocket tram to the ruins of Labor Valley. Help Major Tradic burn the rebels out of hiding. Then we will speak again.
Wait.
Sir, they're dangerous.
Guys, I'd let your boss do the talking. Trust me.
I see they're obviously not Imperial soldiers. This is clearly a question of money, not loyalty. Am I right?
Everything's a question of money.
You're an entrepreneur, not a thug. I could tell the minute I laid eyes on you. The private sector always needs good talent, and we'll pay you what you're worth. Why collect one paltry bounty when I can pay you a fortune in regular wages?
Give me a reason to believe your offer is legit.
No credit transfers will be authorized given the circumstances, but I've got personal funds. Let me open my safe. Now remember, that's just an advance. The real money comes when the Imperials are no longer meddling with the bottom line.
Take care of the Republic's price on my head, and we'll talk.
A fresh start? Harder to grease the right palm since the Prime Minister sold out to the Empire, but it's possible.
Hey, what gives?
It's you! Fire! Fire! We can work this out. The Empire can have Corellia. I'll slip off world and retire somewhere in the colonies.
Make me drag you out of there, and they'll have to shoot your next press conference from the neck up.
Don't hurt me. I'm unarmed. I can't stop you. I'll go quietly.
You've obtained Chairman Fane. Good. We proceed on schedule. General, see to the bounty hunter's reward.
Yes, my lord.
Our next objective is to bring Corellia's beasts to heel. You will be the one to break them.
You want an animal handler? Find a circus.
Silence. The Corellians cohabit with a number of species. The most numerous and organized are the Selonians. The Republic needs to see the Selonians accede to the Empire. A representative must be acquired.
Never seen a Selonian. What am I looking for?
Man-sized vermin with enough intelligence to fear us. They support the rebellion from Coronet City's interstitial maintenance corridors. One particularly tenacious animal leads packs of raiders to undermine our front lines. It will make as good an example as any. General Trow will brief you on the battle plan. When you have the creature, bring it to me in Axial Park.
You got someplace more important to be?
I lead from the front. Do not keep me waiting.
Trying to locate the Selonian raiders in the guts of Coronet City would be almost futile. Instead, you'll target an invaluable Selonian resource and force these raiders to defend it.
What's important enough that they'd risk fighting on our terms?
Selonians rely on a small breeding caste to reproduce. With their future at stake, the Selonians will have no choice but to act. Raid the Selonian warrens under Labor Valley, take your hostages, and hold them at these coordinates.
And if the Solonians aren't getting the message?
Use your discretion. So long as their leader is captured, the others are expendable. These shock collars will keep the alien filth in line while you lead them to the ambush coordinates. When your objective is complete, report directly to Darth Tormen in Axial Park. Just follow the sound of destruction.
Welcome to the Blitz, Hunter. Darth Decimus said we'd be receiving your services. What we've got here is a cleanup operation. Factories were moving massive amounts of supplies to rebels across Corellia. Bomber brigades came in. We rained fire on their heads, ripped the factories apart. We just need to beat down the rebels hiding out inside.
What's causing the delay?
My boys are in the field, but the enemy's tearing them apart. Now that you're here, we can revise our attack. We're getting intel from an inside source. Unfortunately, his dalliances with the local women make him perpetually late.
Manners, Major Tradek. We all have our vices. I'm sorry we haven't met. I'm Darbin Sul, Corellia's top counselor, friend to the Empire. I hope the Major hasn't dirtied my reputation?
I don't need someone to tell me you're a selfish, corrupt dog.
I'm used to veiled insults. I suppose I appreciate the candor, but don't be so quick to judge. I have friends, acquaintances in the Resistance. I pretend I'm sympathetic to their fight, and they tell me things like who's supplying them. Certain factories were churning out military-grade munitions, battle droids, you name it. All donated right to the Resistance across the core worlds.
That's why we bombed those factories into an inferno.
Not quite the subtle approach I hoped for. The bombardment trapped the rebels in the burning wreckage. Now they're angry, desperate, and sitting on the largest weapons stockpile in the core. If the rebels get those weapons functional, we may as well abandon Corellia.
The rebels will be easy prey once I destroy their stockpiles.
Those Corellians fight dirty. Whatever munitions they've got have downed every squad sent their way.
You'll do better. Just wipe out their weaponry. If I know my people, they'll bow to the Empire once their hope is crushed.
Keep talking and the only quick death is gonna be theirs.
I don't think scare tactics are working.
They can go when we're done. There's only one place scrapping with the Empire gets you. Then, I'm sorry I have to do this. Nothing personal. Your representative, Darth Tormen.
Impressive. For an animal. The trap is nearly set. All that remains is to capture the last figurehead of Corellia's old regime. Corellia's Civil Police Force Commissioner. Somehow Commissioner Carter survived the initial purge of dissenters before Prime Minister Falcone delivered Corellia to us.
I'd have thought Corellia'd be under martial law by now.
Corsac was disbanded, officially. One of the many steps taken to ensure a smooth exchange of power. It failed. Since the Purge, Commissioner Carter has rallied the rebellion. The public sees him as the last legitimate voice of the Corellian people. Carter and his Corsair officers are the backbone of the civilian resistance.
Corsair is one thing, but I'm not keen on dragging any more bystanders into this war.
It will not be an issue. Corsair's old headquarters is now a formidable fortress. Our forces are laying siege to it as we speak. Their standing orders are to block off any escape. That is all.
I won't be calling for backup.
Contact me when Commissioner Carter is in custody. My troops will cover your exit.
Well, look at you. Waltzing in here like you own the place. Come to finish what they started? Go on and kill me. You'll have 1 million citizens rioting in the streets by sundown.
Huh. Guess I'd be in real trouble if I were here to kill you.
If you aren't out for blood, why are you here?
You're late for your surrender.
I get it. Too late to kill me, so you gotta make me look like a rat. The people you're working for, they aren't spice runners or thugs looking for a quick fortune. They're despots. Do this and you'll force billions of people to bow before the Sith. Is the Empire paying you enough to clear your conscience of that?
Better they bow than continue to get caught in the crossfire.
You're a real gentleman. Thanks for the chat. Now I know that what I've been doing is making a difference. Hit him!
Where are you? I can't see.
You got me. Good for you. You want a medal? You and me, this battle, the war, not even a blink in the grand scheme of things. Corellia has been around a lot longer than the Sith's little upstart empire, and it'll be around long after the empire falls.
I've been to Terrace, Commissioner. The Empire knows how to make a lasting impression.
They wouldn't go that far, would they?
You really want to take that risk? Sleep on it. Tormund, the Commissioner is secure.
Good. Our forces have control of the Corellian legislature. Deliver Commissioner Carter to the Grand Assembly. Your reward will be waiting.